Welcome back to ARC Salt Lake. It is now coming up on 7:30. We cover authentic, relevant, and community stories. Heavyweight boxing legend George Foreman passed away a week ago from today at the age of 76 last Friday. And this morning we have a special tribute from a local woman. This is Dianne Summers. She has a heartwarming story about Big George, as he was called in the ring. And Dianne, thanks very much for being here.
You're very welcome.
And you got to spend some time with both boxing legends, Muhammad Ali and George Foreman. And we talked about the passing of Muhammad Ali just about 9 years ago, right here in the studio. We want to go back in time and take a look at your first visit when you were here. Check this out.
Okay.
Tell us about this poster.
Well, I got it with my husband back 42 years ago. It was taken off the building in Zaire, Africa.
And that's where George Foreman and Muhammad Ali fought, and Ali got his heavyweight title back in that fight. And, Adam, if you want to take a look down there, that's Muhammad's autograph. Okay? And we're going to show you how that all came about. And yes, we are going to show you how that all came about. You're still looking great after 9 years. But
that's because your eyesight is 9 years older. You know.
But you know what, Dianne? You said that was, what, 42 years ago on that clip. It's now been, what, 51 years ago?
Yeah, that was 33 years ago, I think, since the signing of it. Is it 40? Gee, I thought it was 33 years ago.
Okay.
But it's been a story going for 50 years.
Okay, now we have some remarkable videos, too. Explain to us a little bit about how you got to know them a little bit. I mean, it was like one-day encounters.
Yeah.
But the poster, we're going to be taking a look at that. Tell us the story behind that.
Okay. When I was first married, so I was very young and naive, my husband at the time loved George Foreman and Muhammad Ali. And so I, off the record, well, I shouldn't say that on TV, I didn't really care for Muhammad Ali's style. I'm the greatest, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. I thought, oh, gee, you know, but he loved them. If we wanted to argue, let's talk about Muhammad Ali. However, he had a chance, because he worked for the airlines, to go to that fight in Africa.
That was in Zaire.
Yes, and it was called the Rumble in the Jungle, and it's very famous because George Foreman was just beating him to death, you know, and Muhammad Ali was just taking it, where in the end then he'd rested up and then he went for the, you know, I mean, it's just a famous fight, and it was wonderful.
Yeah, that fight, he got the title back, the heavyweight
title. He got the title back.
Okay. Now, that poster was on the side of a building. It's pretty big.
It's like 6.5 by 4.5, and they only made 3. I researched them. They only made 3 of them, and he couldn't go at the last minute, so he asked his friend who was going, bring me back something from the fight. And there's a little rip down at the bottom where that's how I brought it back. He, you know, he took it and went with it. And my husband, who's deceased, really treasured that. So that was the day of the, you know, taken from the fight.
Okay.
And then eventually we had a son, and we eventually got divorced. And my former husband died at age 43. So his parents said, is there something you'd like from when you guys used to be married? And I said, I really would like the poster, because I lived that era with him. So
okay,
I got
now we want to take a look at video of your encounters with both heavyweight champs. Signed that poster, which I don't know if they ever signed anything of the same thing.
No, they never did. In fact, George Foreman, on his part, he says, you need to get Muhammad Ali to sign this, because it'll be the first thing, the only thing we've ever signed.
This is George Foreman right here.
And that was in Las Vegas. And he said, you just really need to get Muhammad. I said, in 2 weeks, I have an appointment to meet him in Los Angeles, and he'll sign it too. Now, as you see, George Foreman, I mean, his signature is like calligraphy. So he signed many things for me.
That's you right there.
That's, well, the one in the hat isn't me. She's from HBO, and she's the one that put it together. But he signed, and then he signed the gloves. So he signed the poster and dated it. Then he signed the gloves. Then he signed pictures. He just did all kinds of things, and he was just very kind and fun.
And I listened to the audio, and he was amazed that
That's
Muhammad
Ali's.
signed that poster, and he was signing it with him. So.
No, they signed it, you know, 2 weeks apart.
What I mean,
yeah, he was very excited that they were finally going to sign something, both of them, that was special.
Okay, now some other cool video here. We want to show Muhammad Ali when you met with him. And we'll pull that up in just a second here. But we do have his autographed gloves right in front of us too. Okay, there's Muhammad. Let's just stay on this video.
And he went over when I put it out, and he started punching against it, and inside
against
I'm going,
George
no,
Foreman.
don't break it, don't, you know. But he didn't. So he was having fun, but he wasn't, you know, really trying to wreck it. And then he signed it, and so there now it shows he is signing it. At that point, he had been diagnosed with Parkinson's, and he didn't speak a lot, but he was fun-loving and tender, and he was a real jokester. I mean, I thought there was a fly in the room that I kept, and I look over, and he's over there, you know, like, you know, I'm just teasing.
Oh, he gives you a kiss.
He
right
gives me a
too.
big kiss, and of course I make a really silly face, like, woo, you know, but I would if he did now too. So
okay,
that's my
your son.
He's 12.
And they were kind of sparring together, too.
He is. I don't know if you brought that up, but they sparred back and forth. It was play, but they were doing it. On the third time around, when my son hit Muhammad Ali went, and went flat on the floor, and we all went, you know. And then I thought, wait a minute, I know they're just playing. And then he got up, and that was the moment. He went up, he went into my son's face, and he said, now you tell your friends, you knocked down Muhammad Ali. And at that moment, he was the greatest. Story. He was the greatest.
And just very quickly, a time of reflection now, maybe a little sadness too. I mean, your son is no longer with us.
My son passed away, yes, at 21. And then now George has passed away, so all of the people involved except me, they're all gone. I outlived them all. Barely.
Well, Dianne, thank you very much for sharing this. This is a special time, and you know, honoring two legends who are now gone. And I know that you've got some tender spots in your heart. There's George Foreman's.
Yep.
Well, not his gloves, but the gloves that he signed.
Yes, along with everything else.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
I have the same with Muhammad Ali. No, it was memorable and it was tender, and I've treasured it for all these years.
All right. Thanks so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, good seeing you.
Yeah.